One of the most amazing things about the Lord is that He's in control of every atom in this universe, and His timing, which sometimes confounds us, is perfect for even every seemingly insignificant detail in creation and in every event of our lives. For me, this past year has been a crazy one, full of the unexpected, full of changed plans, some unusual problems, and so much travel back and forth, I have joked that I have been God's ping-pong ball. Among the Asheninka, it's been amazing to see a time come for so many after over 2,000 years of waiting. The first time many are receiving the Bible in their language. The first time the New Testament is being audio recorded. The first time villages have been visited by missionaries. And the first time for many new village churches. Let me show you a little more of what's been up down here in 2023. At the beginning of the year, about 100 Asheninka Bibles were printed and given out strategically in many communities. In many areas, Spanish is advancing more and more, but I know so many Asheninkas who love their Asheninka New Testament and read it constantly, saying that they understand it better and are deeply blessed by it. So I know this is a worthwhile effort. Thanks to all of you for helping me print and get these out. Shortly after printing these Bibles, I took part in a medical and VBS campaign, reaching out to several communities. Nearly 1,200 patients were treated for all sorts of sicknesses. Over 500 kids were in VBS, and about 100 people gave a profession of faith. Following this, I was able to explore several new communities to see their spiritual status and help with the inauguration of a new church in a community called Betania. Then the big projects began, the recording of 3 different Asheninka New Testaments in 3 separate dialects. Several survey trips were taken to find good readers, and then these readers were sent to Lima to record in a professional recording studio. 2 of these New Testaments have already been finished, and the last one is in progress as of the making of this video. These New Testaments will go online, on the radio, and on memory devices, and are going to reach a lot of Asheninkas who can't read or don't have a Bible. Another exciting visit this year was to a really remote community called Ampini, which had never been visited before by missionaries or pastors. I went with 2 guides. A truck took us part of the way, then we went by boat to the farthest point possible upriver before hiking some 5 hours through the jungle to finally arrive. At first, we were not welcome, but thankfully things warmed up and we were able to present the story of creation and the gospel in Asheninka. After this was a visit to the Ucayali area to encourage the church in Mencoriari, as well as in Mashasha, a very remote community I have mentioned before, not registered by the state. It was really cool to hear of a new church having been planted in the community Alto Cuengua, close by, and also to hear that the drug traffickers had been gone for quite some time. The crazy irony was that while we were there, new drug traffickers arrived who were promptly beaten up by the new church members and booted out of the community. Please pray against revenge and for those believers' safety. There is always too much to share in these videos. We had our annual Yarina Isla training event where many Ashenikas learned better how to preach and teach, to guide their home churches, and many trips were also made to the Yerua area, Alto Ucayali, Anacayali, and other areas to visit and encourage the believers in the planting of new churches. My dad and mom came down to help and visit also, and the time with them was really a great blessing and encouragement. So that's that for 2023. As always, I want to thank all of you for your prayers that I am honestly convinced keep me alive and going. Thanks also for your love, care, advice, and support over this past year. Time keeps flowing forward, and we can all look forward with excitement knowing that our lives and futures are in our great God's hands, and that He will guide our hearts and use us for His glory to reach many for His kingdom.